All right, welcome everyone to another Tuesday review, and this time I have a game for you. It's a very unique premise to a game, and it's a first-person pixelated kind of a shooter, kind of a hack and slash. And the game we have for you this time is called... Okay, the game is called This Strange Realm of Mine. Very interesting, very unique premise for a game. Has some interesting concepts to it. The question is it fun? Is it worth your time? Let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna start a new game. I have already played through this game, beaten it, and as far as I know, the ending is always the same, but it judges you basically. The game passes verdict on your decisions throughout the game. So you can either fall on the light side, on the dark side, or somewhere in between. And there's about 5 different parts. You either have like fully light, mostly light, half and half, mostly dark, or fully dark. And there's different things you can do in the game. Some people you can choose to kill or choose to spare. You can apparently do this game without killing anything. That's an option, and that's actually a trophy that I don't know if I'll get. But that is the game itself. So let's go ahead and get into this game, starting a new path. Does it give you a chance to enter your name? So go ahead and put in the name. And you have these set of questions as far as like, okay, whether you experience motion sickness or you're okay with resistance. So it's kind of like ultra gore. You can have that on or off. So a few things you can tweak if you want more gore, less gore, you know, up to you. Up to you. There is some character customization, which I don't know how much it really matters. You do see your character one time, it's after you meet your other self, and then you kind of switch places with your other self, and you are now playing as your other self. So I'm not entirely sure beyond that what difference it makes, but you know, it makes some difference. Give resistance. I like a challenge. I dislike resistance. That's like your difficulty setting. So okay with resistance is like your medium. Let's go ahead and continue and play more of this game here. I will tell the premise of this game, and it tells you pretty early on after the first section. It says the end. The reason it says the end is because you're dead to begin with. You are dead to begin with. And this is basically, you are in your own mind working towards rebirth, essentially, towards being reborn into the world. And so to go through all this stuff, face different aspects of yourself or different characters in your mind, until finally you get to the end and you're reborn. Okay, so this is where we have to move this. So I have to catch all these things of light. Oh, come here, light thing. Come here. I want you. I want you. Eat all the light things. Come here. I want this. Anyone? Come here. Come here. No, I'm absorbing you. I'm absorbing you. Get over here. This is how the game starts. You're like this dot of light, collecting these dots of light. Eating them, absorbing them. I'm not sure what you're doing. Growing in size as you do as well. I'm not sure if we're consuming other souls or what's going on. The game also deals with concepts of like God's existence, like, you know, who God really is. It's fascinating. It really is. I do recommend you play this in a dark place. This beginning part gives you a torch and a gun, and you need the torch to be able to see where you're going. Then you need the gun to shoot and defend yourself. Although, hold on, something here, I know it. I remember from last time. Nope, it's not yet. Not yet. Oh, yep, there it is. There we go. The torch is also a weapon, so we can defend ourselves with a torch. There we go. Oh, this game does have a good amount of challenge even on normal, so You can play this on normal, still, feel like it does give you some form of challenge. Oh, it is much more. Oh god, they're on top of each other. Stop riding piggyback. The game has like some horror aspects to it, but not a huge amount. So there is some aspect of horror to this. Some scariness. It's not primarily a horror game though. This game is meant to be experience, meant for you to talk to people, to read the dialogue, to really get you to think. You get health pickups too in case you need them. Yeah, this game is very much first-person shooter, first-person hack and slash, and that 3D pixelated art style. And you also have these puzzle elements to it as well, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot to this game. Really a lot going on here. Oop. Like here, you got to connect the power. You'll have these on occasion. And bam, we've unlocked the gun. This beginning part, these ammo boxes will actually respawn. So you can sit here and just wait and collect all this ammo. So now I got the gun. I've got like 6 boxes of bullets, 12 currently in. So it's 12 times 6. Got 72 total bullets. We could fill it up to a total maximum of 9 boxes, basically. You have 9 boxes you can totally have of any ammunition. At one point we do get an axe, and there's one section that turns into a platformer, a side-scrolling platformer game. So, that's kind of interesting. There is a lot of choice in this game as far as like who you kill, who you don't, what you do, whether you choose to do things that are more dark or more light, which is kind of nice. The fact you get these choices. Like I said, the ending is not affected. If you do reload, you don't like just reload like one bullet. You reload an entire box. So you'll waste an entire box of 12 bullets just to reload your gun. So don't be like reloading all the time just to like, oh, I want to have a full gun at all times. Like, no, don't worry about it. Oop. Come here. Oop. Overall, this game was a fun experience. It was kind of cool to experience the game, to see what this game was all about, to see the kind of message in this game, a lot of philosophical stuff. You'll talk with people. You have like a main tavern hub. Talk with people and you'll get like all kinds of philosophical information, philosophical talking, and it is really interesting. The uniqueness of all the different areas that you go through, they're not all the same. Like, not all the areas are like this. Not all the settings are like this. And like there's like little different mini areas with like a little thing about them that's going on. And it's kind of cool. It really is. It's kind of cool. I will tell you, bullets and weapons do not carry over to the next area. So once you get to the tavern hub, you basically lose all your weapons and bullets, and you have to start from the beginning. So each section, you collect weapons for that section. Excuse me, sir. No, thank you. No, thank you, monsters. Yeah, this game will definitely make you think, and I will say it does deal with some pretty possibly confusing stuff. But now we're in the Tavern Limbo, which is our kind of hub between worlds. You can't go back to a world once you've been through it already. This guy right here we talked to, he kind of gives us some insight as well as opening the next world for us. Not in the first world, but in the worlds to follow, there's someone you can get to come back to the tavern with you. And they'll be here every time you come back to the tavern, and you can talk to them, and they will say different things to you, talk about different insightful things, give kind of advice. This game may not be for everyone, because again, it deals with some pretty heavy stuff, pretty deep thought kind of thinking stuff, getting into like like fourth dimensional type stuff, possibly fifth dimensional type stuff, and it is kind of somewhat hard to grasp at times. But the game does a good job of trying to break it down, at least trying to at least do it some justice. It still was fun. I thought the concept was kind of interesting. The fact that you're dying, trying to work towards being reborn, and dealing with different parts of yourself. So yeah, that was a really cool aspect, and I really enjoyed that. I personally recommend this. I'd say it's definitely worth your time, worth looking at the very least worth considering. As well as giving you some stuff to think about if you're into that philosophical stuff. If you're looking for just like a game to just run around, shoot stuff, and not think about that kind of stuff, not get into philosophical stuff, this won't be the game for you. There's much more to this game than that. But if you like a game that's insightful, does things a little different, has some interesting messages to it, then yeah, I encourage you to check this game out. It's definitely worth your time. It's definitely fun to play through. That's all I have to say on this game. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, be sure to check out my other videos if you want to see more stuff like this, more Tuesday reviews, more playthroughs. Either like or dislike or don't do anything. Either way is cool. I appreciate you just for watching this video. Comment if you want to. You don't have to. You can subscribe to me if you want to see more of my content when it comes out. You don't have to either. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. I appreciate you very much. We'll see you next time. You're awesome. Stay awesome. And until next time, we'll see you then.